So the main reaction to Dragon Ball Super Broly is that you have to experience this movie in the movie theaters. You have to experience it in the best movie theater with the best food, best drinks, best chairs, and of course best sound. So that means do not watch it online, do not try to get to it early in Japanese or anything like that. Of course the thought crosses your mind here and there, but I'm telling you right now, I've been wanting to wait for the dub version before I watch the movie in any version, and I wanted to watch it in the movie theaters, and I think you should too. So I'll say it once again, do not pirate this movie.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Also remember that the fate of the franchise really relies on how well this movie does. So we have an abundance of people pirating the movie online. It's going to damage what could potentially be a new and improved Dragon Ball renaissance brought on by this movie, bringing Dragon Ball more into the mainstream. Just something for you to chew on before you decide how you're gonna watch and enjoy this movie. But the real reason I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to talk to you guys about the reactions that I've seen online from some of the best content creators on these platforms, plus give you guys my own thoughts on their reactions. So Funimation had invited a lot of content creators to the premiere of Dragon Ball Super Broly last night, and their reactions are all over Twitter. So first of all, I want to go ahead and give major love to these content creators who got the opportunity once in a lifetime, or maybe more than once in a lifetime at this point for some of these guys, to watch this and watch a Dragon Ball Super movie in premiere form with such hype behind it. So the first person I want to talk about is AfroSenju. I'm going to leave a link to his channel as well as the other content creators' channels in the description below as well. But AfroSenju says, holy fucking shit, I am in disbelief. The choreography, Broly, everything, the quality this movie went with, its fights was just unrivaled. This is my favorite anime movie easily. And then he goes on and follows it by, I truly wish I had the words for this experience. I just don't. Broly is such an amazing character. This wasn't real. So first of all, right at the gate, that just brings up the hype level up far more than it was before. And the fact that this is his favorite anime movie, depending how many anime movies he's seen, is unreal. And just the fact that he doesn't believe that this movie actually exists, to me, that was probably one of the biggest compliments this movie could get, because just from the visuals alone, and probably that's going to be the main draw to the movie for most people, and a lot of people that are Dragon Ball fans, of course, they want to see their favorite characters be in the movie, but just the visuals alone probably is the reason you're like, I don't believe that Dragon Ball could look this good. Next, we have Geekdom. Now, he has a full review on his channel. I'm going to link it, and I'm going to give you guys some of the highlights of it at the end of these Twitter posts, but his Twitter post is directed straight to piracy. Also, folks, don't pirate the damn movie. This is a visual spectacle. Go to the best theater you can with the best sound, best popcorn, best seats, and watch this thing. Dragon Ball feels alive on the big screen. And that really kind of pushed me into like getting my head around the excitement and just the thrill that I'm feeling right now, just to think that this movie is only a month away. I am extremely hyped. I've been a fan since I was 10 years old, probably 9, around that age. So I cannot wait to see this. I'm going to go, and again, I'm probably going to go to a dine-in theater, maybe an IMAX dine-in theater. I'll find something, but I'm going to enjoy this movie as much as humanly possible. Next, we have SavinTheBees, and he goes, not trying to overhype Dragon Ball Super Broly, just going with how things went. I'll put it like this, I loved it so much I took my hat off to watch the movie. For those of you guys who follow him, you know that he always wears his hat. Plus, he is a critic of Dragon Ball Super, the anime. It's not like he hated or anything, but he was critical on certain aspects of the anime. So the fact that he gave this movie this much praise also stands out. Next, we get to Rhymestyle, who goes, man, as someone who wasn't a big OG Broly fan, I'm a fan. DBS Broly has surpassed my favorite anime movie of all time. May just be the hype talking, but this movie was beyond incredible. So he does give us a warning here about the hype. The hype obviously is unreal, especially at an event like they went to last night with all the voice actors. Sean Schimmel was there, Christopher Sabat. They were all there, so, and plus all the content creators, all their friends. So yeah, the hype is definitely gonna bring this level of movie up a couple of notches, but he does say that he wasn't a big OG Broly fan, and now he is. So I'm not a big OG Broly fan. I think he's cool, and I think he's fun to play in fighting games, but I'm honestly not that big of a fan of his movie, and I'm not that big of a fan of his character arc throughout that movie because he doesn't really have much of a character arc. He's basically the same character, at least throughout the entire movie. He goes from being as boring as mashed potatoes when he's got the necklace around his neck to being as dynamic and crazy as a baked potato with all the fixings on it. So I guess in a sense he did have a character arc. Either way, I wasn't really too big of a fan, so the fact that they're talking about Broly being a major part of this movie, being so much in his characterization that it pulls you into the movie even further and makes you enjoy it, I definitely got to give it props. And lastly, we have SeeReax, who just posted simply, greatest DB movie ever, I'm amazed, fuck, let me watch it again. And that's all you gotta say at the end of the day, that you want to watch this movie again. And just from seeing the pictures that have been leaked out and the trailers, I'm excited for the movie. I was afraid that they were going to show too much, but I have gotten a couple of these things right just from Geekdom 101's review of the movie. Now, I'm going to leave a link, as I said, in the description below. Go ahead and check it out, watch the full thing, but I'm just going to give you some little tidbits of what I thought on his review. Now, he says that the movie starts out with Dragon Ball Minus. I already stated that's probably the way that this movie was going to start out. And he says that the whole beginning part of the movie, at least the majority of the first half, has a lot of character development, dialogue, more of the story being developed, and more of the hype train rolling through. Which, to be honest, I didn't really predict that because I figured that the very beginning of the movie, probably like the first 20 minutes, was going to be all the development, Dragon Ball Minus, and then they were going to just jump right into the story. But it looks like there's going to be more of a build-up before we get to the second half, which I predicted was going to be all fights, which he says it is. Now, he says there's far more to these fights than what we've seen in the trailers, and he stated this before, and I was skeptical before, but now, after reading some of these Twitter posts, reading some of the reviews, watching the video, I gotta say, yeah, there's probably a lot more to this movie, and I probably was kind of honing in a little bit too much on the fact that the trailers maybe showed a little bit too much, but I still think they did. I think that they showed a couple little things that probably would have been cool to see in the movie as a surprise, say Gogeta, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and he still liked the movie no matter what. He did say that the story between Broly, or the relationship between Broly and Paragus, it wasn't as well developed as he would have hoped, but Broly was definitely a plus for this movie. So I don't really need the relationship between Broly and Paragus to be super well developed, but I do want Broly, and I do need Broly to stand out because he is the name of the movie. The movie is called Dragon Ball Super Broly, so he needs to be the main attraction, and I'm so glad that everybody looks on Broly positively, nobody looks on him negatively through these early reactions. At the end of the day, I gotta give big shout outs to all the content creators that went to go see this movie premiere, and I want to ask you guys, what are you guys doing? What are your plans for when Dragon Ball Super Broly finally hits next month, the middle of next month? What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna go with? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm trying to go opening night as much as I can. I'm gonna be trying to reserve some seats. I really want to go. I normally don't do opening night stuff, but for this I may have to do it. Let me know what you guys are doing on Broly release night here in the States and worldwide. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.